2-9, coming on shift.
2-9 clear.
1-6, that's you, Ducky?
2-9, yeah, Lars. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. You knocking off?
1-6, you better believe it. They've had the cones out again. Why, what's tweet?
Sausages, I think.
You mean there's some left?
2-9, couple, maybe.
See ya. Mate, watch out for those soft edges.
That'd be right. Always worrying about something.
1-6, what was that? Ducky, you okay?
Tango Echo Delta, permission to land.
Tango Echo Delta, clear to land.
Been a wee while.
It has.
So what's the crack? Shite.
Owing to poor yields, I regret to advise that North 2 is being decommissioned as of last shift today. I know you were hoping for some better news. Some of you may not find immediate work, but I'm afraid it was inevitable. Any questions?
Aye. Have you not got a family?
So there's no other way then?
No, not with the output that low.
Not even until Christmas time?
I know it's a bad time, Stu.
Piss off.
That's the last of the closures under the new restructure.
Of the ones that was given, yeah.
Good. Well, hopefully that will keep the hounds at bay for a while.
I presume it was necessary to visit every site in person.
Well, if I have to sack someone, I'd rather tell them to their face.
Anyway, you must be ready for a change of scenery.
Certainly some leave.
Unfortunately, we do have one more task for you, Nigel.
Bit of a basket case, really.
Cockatoo Creek.
Aussie mine we own a major share in. There's a nickel, gold, copper, gas. Yet despite all that, it's close to going bust. Strikes, green bans, massive debt. Now fatal last weekend. I've just fired the CEO.
So what do you want me to do?
Fix it. As quickly as possible.
That or put it out of its misery. Strip the assets and sell it off. We're not asking you to perform miracles, Brian.
No, but either way, we do want a clear outcome for the shareholders at the AGM in 6 months.
Especially if we want the new restructure endorsed. Not to mention the board here returned.
When?
We've got you on a plane tonight.
Bloody hell, Nigel. I was meant to be going on holiday tomorrow.
Sorry, Brian, I had no choice.
Yeah, I gathered that.
Well, besides, if this new restructure goes ahead, we'll need a new GM.
Good luck, Brian. Give my love to Tess.
Yeah, Ian, yeah, I will.
Group GM.
You'd have to be in the running for it.
Score a goal down under, old son. Who knows where it will lead?
Group General Manager.
Not serious. Australia? What about Skye? I booked the ferry, the hotel, the whole damn thing, apart from dropping Claire off at Edinburgh along the way.
I know, Tess, but it's what I get paid for. Besides, GM, that's one below Nigel Hay himself, and then the board, they could hardly say no.
What did my father say?
Not much. He rarely does, though he sends his love.
This mean you might bring back a kangaroo?
If I make GM, sod Skye, we'll go to Tahiti. Besides, I have to report back in 10 days. Who knows? It may not even take 6 months.
Looking forward to starting uni.
Okay, shall we give it a whirl? The drill, that is.
I'd do my shirt up if I were you.
Thought you might fancy the view.
The only view I fancy is half a K down and 50 metres apart.
Yow! Geez, you're a hard woman.
Yep. Speaking. What?
Hello, Max.
Megan. Good day. I'm to find out if you still got a job too, eh?
Presumably. I haven't been told.
Some London toe cutter on the next rung of his career. You all right, mate? He's already cleaned out half of HR, community and environmental affairs. Mind you, I never was one for that touchy-feely crap.
So I recall.
He's ex-UK oil. Meaning he knows stuff all about Australia and even less about mining.
Miss Kerr. Megan Kerr.
Hello, Megan. Brian Jordan. See. So, how's the Central Desert?
Good. I found some really interesting ultramafic, very encouraging anomalies in sulfides.
Any copper?
Not yet. No.
Mining has a poor history and should listen to its critics to survive in the future. You wrote that in a recent report.
Yeah. I believe we need to rethink a lot of what we do. how we relate to communities and to the land.
Even to go so far as to subscribe to a pro-environment lobby that some may regard as anti-mining.
Yes. If that's why I'm here, I suggest you sack me and be done with it.
I've no wish to sack you. I arrived 2 days ago to find a company paralyzed by union bans, EPA orders, native land claims, and a bank about to foreclose. And I've got 6 months to turn it all around. Which means I need a fresh team with new ideas and real solutions while I keep London, the bank, and the customers happy. And asking around, I've been given 2 names to lead that team, Max Mays and you. Well, what do you think?
I don't know. It's just that I was mine geo under Max at Kyala.
I know.
He's a good engineer and he knows CCR better than anyone. But we disagree over so much. There is no way that he'd want me as part of his team.
And you're a good geologist and an even better project manager, I'm told. With the vision to match. Which is why I'd like to put you in charge. With me as your deputy.
You want me to head up the team? Able to recruit who I want and how I want. And from where I want.
Within reason. Starting with that strike at the Kyala nickel pit. You're freaking joking.
Max, let's at least discuss it.
20 years I put into this place. All to be done by. You got the hide to whinge about glass ceilings.
Are you saying I got this job because I'm a woman?
I'm saying I've forgotten more about mining than you'll ever know. I was fastening rock bolts up to my ass in mud and water when you were still wearing fairy wings.
I never wore fairy wings. And I'd never deny your experience either, Max, which is why I need you to tell me what you said to him, what you told him.
Yes. I said yes. I would help out. I would be your nursemaid. I watched Alec Nolan build Cockatoo up from nothing before he got bought out by the mob who stuffed it up and they got taken over by this mob. And I'd hate to see all those jobs and all that work go down the tube. Not that it matters what I do. Because between you and Macduff, it'll all end in tears. Now, if anyone wants me, I'll be getting rat-assed.
Leave a number. Your call will be answered as soon as possible.
Hey, it's me. We keep missing each other. I'm heading to Korea and Hong Kong, so I'll ring you when I get there. All right, bye.
He went over the edge up there. Never stood a chance, the poor bastard.
He's still underwater.
Well, until we can find a heavy crane to bring in, him and his truck.
And the pit's been out since the weekend.
Tell me about it. If it goes much longer, we could lose an entire bloody delivery.
Who's the workplace rep?
Shane Bevy.
What, Blast Crew?
Yeah.
He was rep when I was mine geo.
Let's get a look at that.
Well done.
Shane?
Yeah?
colleague in Kerr, I left a message.
Oh, yeah, right. Here you got a new job?
Yeah, sort of. Is there a place where we can talk?
Yeah.
Who's your new girlfriend, eh?
I only got eyes for you, Kel.
So I hear you have a health and safety issue.
What you reckon with a bloke still 10 metres underwater? It's not exactly business as usual, no.
No, I know. Except his body trapped in the cabin and not even the police can cover it. Look, the heavy crane's a good week away and the company's in danger of losing the contract, if not going under completely.
Bullshit.
No, I'm serious.
Well, they should have thought about that when they knocked back a safety review last month. It was an accident waiting to happen.
Well, the manager did say it possibly could be human error.
That's crap. The edge was unstable. And there's a query about the truck, which is why we need the coroner's report.
Yeah, which could take weeks.
All right, what do you suggest?
A full safety audit of the mine, with a guarantee to implement it and the coroner's findings once the truck's been examined.
In exchange for...
An immediate return to work, with no industrial action for the next 6 months.
Oh, yeah, sure. Assuming I can get the boys to agree to it, which they won't, how do you expect your IR people to agree? I mean, I've been asking for a safety audit for over a year, and they basically told me to shove it.
Because you'd be the new acting IR manager.
Me?
In charge of CCI's entire operation.
You gotta be kidding. And why would I sell out 200 mates for a few lousy bucks?
Well, you'd save 2,000 jobs. And last I heard, you just finished an industrial relations degree, so you clearly don't want to be blast crew forever. You've got until Friday.
He offered what?
A full safety inspection with a promise to implement that and the coroner's findings.
So how much will that cost?
I don't know yet, but I imagine less than losing the contract.
How long do we give them?
Well, I know it's risky, but until Friday.
We're going to speak to the other driver tomorrow and see if she can add anything.
How is Korean Steel?
No happy. They need our nickel for a high tensile order. We managed to buy some more time, but I just now need to convince the bank. Anyway, keep me posted.
Yes, I will.
Leave a number. Your call will be answered as soon as possible.
Hey, Tess. Just a little bit worried why you haven't returned my calls. Trust everything's okay. I'll try again later. Okay, bye.
Like I told the cops, I saw the cones when I first went on shift that day. It's, just after I passed some guys from HR, I think. Safety crew must have put them out after the rain, because of course the edge is the first to go.
Then what?
Well, later on the day I called up Ducky, who was on the late shift.
Ducky?
His name was Donald. To tell him to watch out. So he calls me a worrywart. And next thing he's gone over.
You okay?
You know, I'd rub his shit out of you, but he was a good bloke. Real good.
You right?
Some reckon it was driver error. But no way. Not Ducky. Must have been his hydraulics or something. It's all I can think of.
You said some guys from HR?
Oh, yeah, they've been there all morning with some film crew, I think it was.
Well, the police have already seen it, but it still might be worth a look.
Where's the video footage now?
It's back at the office. Max and I are heading back there later on today.
Okay, in that case, maybe you can cover a mining club invitation for me. Alec Nolan speaking.
Sure.
Will I fight the dragon?
Mr. Jardine,
Yes.
welcome to Hong Kong.
And then met with Korean Steel yesterday and assured them they'll get their nickel on time.
Despite them reportedly seeking other suppliers as of last night.
I'd do exactly the same, but until we're in breach, the contract remains with us. I have no intention of losing it.
And your gold mine in Victoria?
As you know, we've experienced some environmental challenges.
The EPA has banned its opening.
Which is the purpose of setting up the new team, to fix that and other site issues, including a new gas field.
The one still undeveloped, owing to a native heritage claim.
Indeed.
Tell me, Mr. Jardine, even if you end your strike, how can you be certain your nickel income will be enough to cash flow all this?
I can't. Which is also why I need CCR's credit limit raised.
$600 million Australian. CCR's current borrowings, with your last 2 payments overdue.
For now. Once we're back on track, I fully expect to address that.
你哋嘅意思點啊？
咁樣好危險，我哋依家要用行動防守，減少損失。
我唔同意，佢應該有能力，可能仲可以減少我哋嘅損失。我哋應該再等30日。
至多7日啦。Thank you. It has been a pleasure to meet. But until your account is in order, we cannot offer CCR any more credit. Goodbye, Mr. Jardine.
I'm sorry. We couldn't help more.
I understand.
I'll get you a taxi. Taxi, Ngoy, to the airport.
Yeah. Get you on. Thank you.
You speak Cantonese.
Yeah, Didi. Enough to goodbye.
So I see. Good luck, Mr. Jardine. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Right, let's grab a drink. Ooh.
Kaz. Hi, I was going to call you.
Cheers, mate.
Good to see you.
How's the speech?
Oh, I think we're going to find out in a minute.
Vegan.
Dion.
I'm sorry, you haven't met Kylie Butt, have you? She does business nightly with me.
No. Hi, Carly. How are you? Good.
So congratulations on the new job.
That doesn't take long.
Emma Journo, sounds like might be stirring up for me. Why don't you give me a call? We can chat about it over coffee.
Hello, I'm Alec Nolan. Now, mining's changed a lot since I first started drilling in Cockatoo Creek all those years ago. And just as well, too. For to be unsustainable in mining today is to perish. But let's not forget that every time you use a phone or a computer or a fridge, that someone, somewhere, has dug a hole in the ground.
You bloody here.
Now, I've known about the...
Mining! Come clean! Mining! Come clean! Mining! Come clean! Mining! Come clean! Reaction! Yeah!
Get out.
What's the story with the paint, Karen? It was a normal demo. I'd no idea we'd planned to green anyone, let alone someone like Nolan who's clearly begun to listen anyway.
I thought we were trying to draw attention to the planet. Frankly, if it gets us on the TV, I couldn't give a shit.
Yeah, well, as the policy officer, I think it's counterproductive. I've already sent him an apology and issued a release accordingly.
Well, I'm sorry too. Because if that's what green actions come to, then I think we need a new policy. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're asking if I'd be environmental manager for who?
CCR. Advising on sustainability, starting with our EPA bans on our gold mine out at Cockatoo Creek. Assuming I can convince my boss.
And why ever, in my most drunken or wasted state, would I do that?
Same reason you gave me when you wanted my advice on that reef being drilled. To make a difference. You're not going anywhere here, not the way they're headed. I'll take my chances. Why bash your head against the outside when you can change things from the inside?
You're not for real.
It's like you said to me. It doesn't matter what side you're working on, just as long as we're working together.
Megan, I couldn't.
Think about it. I didn't know she was going to be there, but I already intended on asking her. Wealthy family, private school, then bioscience honours, then 6 years as policy officer for Earth Pact and Green Action. It'd be really good if we could get her.
Oh, real good. Be like giving the fox the keys to the hen house.
Max has a point.
Well, you said who I want and how I want.
What's the said within reason? Take it we haven't heard from your union guy at Kayali?
No, not yet. Any word on the truck?
No. According to maintenance, it had only just been serviced. Looking like driver error.
And the heavy crane?
Finally found one, but only just left North Queensland yesterday.
So where do we stand legally with this strike? Because Korean steel apart, the bank only gave us 7 days.
Well, we can apply to the court for an immediate return to work.
Yeah, but that can get really messy.
Yeah, maybe,
Hello?
but unless something breaks soon, we may have an alternative.
Okay, thanks. Well, HR's finally located the training footage, but no one recalls noticing anything.
I better warn illegals, we may have to move it once.
Once it has been loaded, the ore is transported in 50...
It's like everyone said. Zilch. The first thing they looked
Once
at.
it has been loaded,
It was still
the
worth
ore
a
is
try.
transported in 50-ton
Any luck?
carry onto the crushing...
No.
Legals are ready to seek a court order as soon as we are.
Right.
Look, I'm not keener than you, but there comes a time.
What's that?
What?
Take two.
Once the ore is loaded onto 50-ton carriers and transported to the crushing... Once it has been loaded, the ore is transported in 50-ton carriers to the crushing plant.
Look at the safety cones behind her.
Once it has been loaded, the ore is transported in 50...
Take two.
Once the ore is loaded onto 50-ton carriers and transported to the crushing... I'm sorry, but I totally watched it again.
They have. They move the cones.
We're still yet to speak to the film crew.
What, never put them back? That's why we lost the guy.
But we need to let the police and next of kin know.
Do you reckon this changes anything? Ducky's still underwater.
Yeah, I can't help that yet. But the offer still stands.
Right, I need to know more. What kind of safety audit? How it's going to be implemented? Apart from what would be expected of me in terms of IR.
Sure. Which is why I suggest that you meet with our CEO before he returns to the UK tomorrow and you can discuss it.
Tomorrow?
That gives you time to make sure everyone's happy this end. And we can go from there.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
The London Via Dubai, please proceed immediately to Gate Lounge 5, where your flight is now boarding.
Is that you?
Yep. Sorry to hold you up. Had to pick up something at the desk.
That's okay. Brian Jardin, Shane Bevick.
How you going?
How do you do, Shane?
Unfortunately, we don't have long,
Not a problem. It won't take long. So I talked to the guys. They thought they'd wait until I met you. Only as I was about to fly out, the union secretary found something very interesting on a news website, so I thought I'd have it sent over. We're getting a flick for some chilly nickel mine he's done a deal with. Are you telling lies, mate? Well, we fill your career in order, then you pull a pin on us. Wow, you thought you had problems before. It's nothing compared to what you got now. See ya.
I better go.
Brian?
I had no idea, believe me.
You have to keep a lid on what happens here, and I'll find out what the hell happened.
Your call will be answered as soon as possible.
Hi, it's me, calling from Dubai. Claire says you're home this weekend. I get no idea why you're not answering. But I look forward to seeing you.
Cheers, guys. Brian, how are you?
Good. You seen this?
Unfortunately.
Any idea what's behind it all?
No, I just helped issue the denial. You know as much as I do.
You assume it's on Monday's agenda?
Indeed. I won't keep you. I believe Tess is expecting you.
What's going on? Must have left half a dozen messages.
I know.
Why didn't you call me back?
I didn't know what to say.
What to say?
That day you left, I tried to think what had upset me most.
About what, not going to Sky? Is that what this is about? I told you I didn't have a choice.
It wasn't having my life turned upside down yet again. You sent abroad for another year, me following like the good
Tess,
wife.
it was 6 months at most.
Or the effect it had upon me, upon all of us of constantly living like that.
Oh, it's that bad a living as I'm sorry, I hadn't quite realised.
Or that we'd agreed with Claire at uni, Sky was a chance to talk about my practicing law again. What hurt was that in your excitement about being up for GM, you'd clearly forgotten that we'd ever agreed to discuss it.
Is that what this is all about? You're going back to work again?
It's not about going back to work. It's about regaining my life after 18 years. It's about being me again, which is something I thought I'd explained last time. Is it so hard to grasp? Or am I so unimportant to you that it doesn't matter?
No, neither. Of course you're important, more important than anything, you and Claire. And you're right. We did agree. So fine, let's talk about it now.
Now?
Oh, yeah, well, but finding something in Australia.
I've actually been offered 6 months with my old law firm here. That's what I wanted to discuss in Sky. It's corporate. They've even done work for Albion. But it's a start.
And?
I've decided to take it.
You're not joining me?
No.
So what do you want? You want me to transfer back here or resign even?
I think some time apart might do us both good.
You mean a separation?
If that's what you want to call it. I just think it might help.
Tess, I don't want us to be apart. I love you. You know that.
Shit.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know, I haven't thought. Mum will stay in London and I fly back after the board. It's all a bit sudden.
Yeah,
Why, what did she say to you?
not a lot. But when we drove up, I knew she was pissed off. It's down to you two, obviously, but you could sort of see it coming.
I'm glad someone could. I'm sure it'll all blow over in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I can really see that. Dad, look, she means it. She wouldn't have done it unless she did. You two want to stay together, you're going to have to work at it.
We screwed up, haven't we?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Claire. This is the last thing you need starting uni.
I'm all right. Part of me still trying to get myself sorted here, and part of me doesn't want you guys to bust up.
It's all right. We will work it out between the two of us, okay?
Yeah.
Best they could do.
Thanks.
You two won't split up, will you?
I don't know, Claire. I hope not.
Hi.
I'm sorry, I got caught up at work.
It's all right, I'm glad nothing changes. I thought we'd try something along here.
Sure.
So I'm glad I ran into you before. You haven't caught up for a while.
Oh.
So what's the goss? Can CCR be rescued from the ruthless Brits?
Glad nothing changes.
Well, it's got to be something important to drag you away from the desert, Megan. A lot more than I ever achieved in the time we were together.
What, when we were meant to be having a relationship or when you were having sex with... What was her name the other night? Kylie on the side.
We were having a relationship. That's funny. I thought it was you who didn't want the commitment.
Maybe. Maybe I just couldn't bring myself to commit to you.
Beautiful. Well, while we're into true confessions, and just for the record, I was never on with Kylie while you and I were together.
What, but you are now?
Well, it's nothing special.
No, I can see.
Anyway. What can you give me?
No. No, you go first. Maybe then, just maybe, I'll return the favour sometime.
Okay. Albion sends Jardine out here to save CCR, the first concern being the Kyla nickel stroke. So I start a rumour about buying nickel off the Chileans.
Well, who said they did?
Our London Bureau. They're not sure, but they think the leak may have come from the Albion boardroom itself.
We are Celtic supporters.
Come on! How's you know? Here's to you. Hail, hail. Been a while since I tasted that. So you going to see Tess before you get back? Not sure I've had time before I go. Don't know what to say anyway, Stu. About the platform.
Hey, it was going to happen. We both knew it.
Yeah, I did what I had to do.
Aye, as you always have.
Right. Any luck with the other job?
Aye, start next week. Deep sea salvage and maintenance at our raw site.
Deep sea? Nice one. Did you speak to that pal of yours back at Albion?
Aye, I did. According to him, was a flight to Chile last month. The name of Hay.
Nigel Hay?
Didn't say. How'd you get him?
The leak possibly came from here? What, inside Albion? Yeah. Okay, Megan.
Brian, we're ready for you now.
Thanks, Nigel.
Clearly, my main concern is the nickel sale, but our other sites will need just as much attention if I'm going to keep the bank on side.
The reason for your new team?
Exactly.
A team, I see from your report, that may include a trade unionist and an environmental activist.
It may. I leave that to my 2IC.
Who enjoys your full confidence.
Well, certainly more so than whoever was behind the rumour that Albion's dealing with a Chilean mine. Well, I'm trying to settle a strike in my own pit.
Nigel did visit Sanko to explore buying their nickel in case your strike persisted. But we had no intention of publicising it.
Well, I hope so. Because it couldn't have come at a worse time for me.
You're not suggesting the rumour was spread from within this room?
No, clearly not.
Good.
That's a relief.
But apart from being a criminal offence, it would jeopardise everything the board asked me to do down there. And we wouldn't want that, would we? Thank you.
Brian, I'm sorry.
Well, for not warning me about the leak or not telling me about Sanko?
Nobody knew about Sanko outside the board. It was about options. You'd have done the same thing. In the end, I advised against it in favour of sticking with CCR.
So why leak it?
Well, if anyone did, I prefer to think it was simply a cock-up.
So would I, but that's not necessarily what I'm hearing.
Then we would have a problem. All right, leave it with me. I'll ask around, see what I can come up with,
Okay. Nigel, next time you're pissing my patch, tell me.
Brian wants to meet tomorrow at CCR.
Oh, you're joking. Megan, how is me coming to Melbourne gonna get Ducky out of the water? It's been 10 days, we still haven't heard about the Chilean business.
At least hear what he has to say.
I've gotta go.
Any news?
We'll see. So you're saying all that stuff about Chile was crap? We return to work in exchange for a safety audit. I come over to IR and everything's sweet.
Pretty well.
Well, that's fine, except for the fact that Ducky is still under 10 metres of water. What are you going to put on the table to show I can trust you?
How far away is the salvage crane?
Still 4 or 5 days?
Broken axle in Dry Creek. It's only just been fixed.
And it's 10 metres down, you say?
The trouble is, there's an aquifer feeding in under there. Otherwise, we already tried pumping it out.
Deep sea maintenance crews that service the oil platforms, they do underwater cutting, welding.
Would they have hydraulic jaws?
You should. Just a matter of whether there's a crew available locally.
It's a mob up in Darwin. They work on the rigs out of there. We could fly them in. It's worth a try.
Shane?
All right, I'd have to talk to the guys. See if I can organise a meeting, maybe tomorrow.
Well, Max and I can come with you.
Well, I try stop Korean Steel hitting the panic button. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Hi, Laurie.
Can I get you guys anything?
No, I'm How's it looking?
Hey. Well, listen, the pit cruiser meeting in the morning will still be a bit iffy. Like, you know, if the salvage operation can work, if they can trust CCR, it's going to be close either way, I reckon.
Here with the new buddy again there, Shane. I see that's come with a job.
What was that, Kel?
You know, your new IR job.
Come on,
I'll
Shane.
just get back in your box.
Stay right there!
We don't want to lose our new IR guy before he even begins.
Yeah, I realize Korean Steel agreed to a 7-day extension, but if you could wait one more day, 5% discount per ton. I may be able to stretch to 3. Agreed. Much appreciated.
Hey, we're heading out to eat.
Oh, okay. I'll be right down. I just want to make sure everything's locked.
All right, I'll see you down there. I'll take the photo if that's okay.
Yeah, cool. Hey, listen, Kaz. I'm sorry about the vote. Everything.
It's democracy. Someone wins, someone loses. Congratulations. Sure I'll find something.
You don't want to, share a smoke for old time's sake?
Old time's sake.
Well, whatever. Oh, you know, I always did want to screw you. Hey, give me a number. You know, I might have some work, you never know.
You got it wrong.
Sorry?
I always wanted to screw you. At least I thought so for now. You won't need my number. Bye.
See you, Ducky.
See you, mate.
See you, Ducky.
Well, I can guess what you're all thinking. Another bloody suit for the UK who knows sweet FA. And you may be right. But I do know you lost the workmate in difficult circumstances, which is why I'm glad we've finally been able to recover his body this morning. And why I want to begin addressing all the other safety aspects here, which have gone unresolved for far too long. But I still need your help, here and across all of CCR. I can handle London and the bank, but in the end, it all depends on you people. I've spent the whole year shutting down sites. I'd like to keep one open. Now, what do you say?
47, 48, 49, 50. Curl, is that arm up or down?
I don't know. What's the go?
49 against, 50 of 4. That's the actual crews in the pit.
And if it's a tied vote?
Well, then agree we go to a secret ballot of the whole site.
And you're willing to back them on what they've promised? Except you be the new IR guy.
Yeah, why?
Nothing. Yes, you better not dud us, that's all.
51 carried.
Don't know about you, but I could murder a beer.
Result?
I've just spoken to Korean Steel and also the bank.
And what did they say?
They never doubted us.
Shane just rang. He's coming on board as of Monday. Also, there's someone to see you.
Kaz.
Hi.
Brian Jardine, Kaz Cohen.
Hi.
Hello.
And Max Mees, who you've just met. Kaz is the person with Green Action.
I gathered.
Actually was. We'd need to discuss it, and I need to see what's involved, especially with the gold mine. But is the offer still open?
So, what do you think?
I don't know. She's certainly committed. It's your call.
Are you still at the hotel?
For now, till I work out what's happening exactly family-wise.
It must be hard being away from home, in a new company, in a new country. Are they coming out?
Not immediately. My daughter's just started university and my wife's doing some legal work.
And I guess you haven't seen much of the place yourself, then?
No. Apart from Kayala, I've seen more Seoul and Hong Kong.
Well, if you want to go to a barbecue or a footy match, you should just give me a call.
Thanks. I might.